Hey Taurus, and welcome to your May 2025 reading. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Taurus, know that I could be talking to you or someone in your energy, so take the reading as it resonates. But what I'm seeing here for you in the month of May is that you are trying to move on from like a tragedy. I feel like there was like a really, really painful ending in your life, and this changed you. Whatever happened here, this changed you. And it changed the way you see the world. It changed everything for you. And I feel like whatever happened may have not been fair because there's a lot of conflict and competition around this ending, whatever this was. And it's something that you may have invested a lot into, a lot of time, maybe even years of your time. And I feel like there's a lot of trauma that's wanting to be released. But also, you're going to have a really important decision that you're making this month. And I feel also it has to do with your heart space. I feel like your heart has been blocked because of what you've been through, because it was so traumatic. But your guides want you to know that if you have the courage to open your heart again, happy days are here again. The lyrics that my guides want me to share are so long sad times, go long bad times, we are rid of you at last. And I feel like, there's wish fulfillment coming in. I mean, there's so many wonderful, amazing cards. The Wheel of Fortune, the Sun card, the Six of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Wands. Like, happiness is coming in really fast for you if you can have the courage to open your heart. And the current situation, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but there's someone watching you that actually admires you very much. And the reason I'm saying I don't know if you know this is because I see we have the High Priestess here. This person may not be communicating to you, or you may intuitively know this person's around already, but I feel like there's not communication with you, but there's like this soul mate, this even maybe past life soulmate that is watching you, and they are so amazed by you. They're so in love with you. And I don't know if you know about it yet or not, but this person's energy is in your energy field, and they're watching you right now. And I feel like the challenge of this situation is that you may no longer believe in love. You can see there's one of these wands that's like stapled to the wall here. And so you have the choice to stay where it's safe, or you have the choice to venture into the unknown. But because this situation affected you so deeply at a heart level, I feel like there's a lot of trauma there. And I feel like it may be difficult for you to open your heart to new love. The poem that my guides wanted me to share goes like this. What happens when a mature mind and a romantic heart live in the same body? When you keep your heart caged no matter how loud it beats, because you know what would happen if you set it free. You would love with madness, but you've learned that endings are never what your heart dreams of, that some hugs are temporary no matter how endless they once felt. So you're torn apart between what your heart craves, and what your mind deems dangerous, rotting beautifully because you feel too much and understand too well, as if the universe cursed you to witness beauty and destruction at once, to know the cost of what you love and love it still. What a tragedy, truly, to long for something you no longer believe in. But I do feel that this person is going to change the way you view love. This person is going to change the way you view yourself as well. Because if a tragedy can cause so much damage and change the way you view yourself, like we talked about that with the Hanged One coming out here, what can love do? You know what I mean? Love can do the same thing. It can swing the pendulum back into the opposite direction and actually help rewrite the way you see yourself. So your guides are actually saying, make space for this person in your life. Stop trying to belong in situations or with people where you don't belong, and make space for this person because they're coming in. And it's like a celebration that this person is finally coming in to your life. It may be a long-awaited entry, actually. And in the past, I can see that you are a very giving person, a very loving person, and you put so much faith into people. And I feel like that may be why this was such a deeply painful experience for you, because you loved deeply. And and this is not a weakness, by the way. This is actually your strength. We have the Ten of Cups coming out to represent your strength. Because you love deeply, because you feel deeply, you get to experience happiness deeply. Because we're either a feeling person or we're not. And if we go through life, pushing down our anger and our sadness and our love, all of the positive emotions, all the negative emotions, because we don't want to feel anything. We want our emotional selves to be muted. Then we don't get to experience happiness this great. So even though you experience grief this deeply, your guides want you to know that because you are a feeling person, you get to experience happiness that deeply. And in the near future, I can see that you may be processing grief because of what you've been through. And in the heart space. But every day you're going to get stronger. They wanted me to share this quote too. It says, you may even I don't know, this is like PTSD type situation, like super traumatized by what you went through. And if that resonates, Taurus, I'm very sorry that you're going through this. But in this time of grief, it says, the quote goes like this: go deeper than the mind. The place that's deeper than the mind is hope, faith, and love, meaning and purpose. And that's what you hold on to for dear life, and you keep forging ahead. Some days are going to be harder than others, but each day you'll get stronger, and you're going through a metamorphosis. And in that quote, he also says, reach out to people who can help you. Find kind souls who understand, people who will cry with you, people who will acknowledge what you've been through. Those people are out there, because I've been isolated from many people that I thought were my people, because I left a high demand religion, so my support system dissolved into nothing. And so even if you reach out to Facebook groups of people who understand the type of trauma you've been through, it's amazing how you can find support even from strangers on social media. And I have learned so many beautiful truths, and so many healing words have been sent to my heart from strangers on the internet. So even that can be helpful. And the suggested approach actually for you is letting this person that's coming into your life and into your energy, letting them love you, because they have the ability to take you. They're not going to be doing any work for you, but their loving energy has the ability to transform this feeling of being shut out and alone to feeling super connected and supported. This is a very loving and supporting person, and your guides are saying, you may be kind of guarded and blocked off from this, because you may struggle believing in love at this time. But this person, they have beautiful love and support for you, and it's available to you. So your guides are saying, allow them to love you. And what you don't see, Taurus, is actually you are a blue ray soul. My guides want me to tell you that you are a blue ray soul, and you are incredibly gifted, and you have a very healing energy. And you may wonder why you attract people who are toxic, or people who need deep healing, like people with addictions, people with massive past trauma. And you may wonder, like, why do I always attract people like that? It's because of the healing energy that you embody. And it's like you are a leader, you are a spiritual leader and healer. And you do it in such a comforting and loving way, a really grounded way. You ground people into knowing what their worth is and who they are, and what they can become. And you do it through the energy that you share. This again goes back to you being a deeply feeling person. This is like your greatest gift. So do not shut down your heart. Do not shut down your ability to love, because it's through that you live your purpose. Like, this is what you're here to do. And also, yeah, go deeply into learning about that, because you're going to discover that you have had spiritual gifts this whole time throughout your whole life. You may have just been raised in a home or environment where that was not acknowledged or honored, and that you have like a really, really special gift, and your guides are encouraging you to study that more deeply. And I feel like in the hopes and fears, you may fear being stuck down here in this grief and sorrow and suffering and pain forever, but your guides are saying it's not going to last forever. This will pass, and you will be able to break free. And the outcome of this reading is kind of like what I was saying. This loving support is coming in. That's the truth of the situation. You are a gifted, powerful soul, and I'm sorry that you've gone through something so deeply painful, but you're getting stronger every single day. And you have, and also through this, not only are you finding how strong you are, but you're also discovering spiritual gifts that have been hidden, because this blue ray soul information is actually coming in the position of what you don't see. So you may not have known who you are and how powerful you are as a soul, and what it is that you're here to do with that. And this trauma, this tragedy, is uncovering the beauty that you are and that you've always been. So I hope this was a helpful message for you this month, Taurus. Sending you lots of healing and lots of love, and we'll talk to you next time.